Hello everyone, I'm the Crumulent Archer and welcome to WoodZone. WoodZone, this is a preview demo version of WoodZone. It's currently kickstarting, so they're crowdfunding right now. WoodZone is a kind of sandbox, kind of RPG, kind of management sim, with kind of a cell shaded art style. We're gonna just fiddle around. It's the game. I went through most of the tutorial until I accidentally broke the tutorial. Turn that down a little bit. But yeah, so we're just gonna fiddle around here. So this is part of the game world. The game world is a little bit limited at the moment. It won't let you go wherever you feel like. And you can't pick up all the fun tools. But we're gonna look around. So the premise of the game is that this is a... You're building a logging empire, basically, slowly but surely. So what we have to do is cut down trees, at least at the beginning. You have to cut down trees and sell them for money. And then use that money to buy stuff, to make better stuff, to make, you know, the kind of Factorio game loop of things getting more and more complicated over time. Now, I don't know how much of that is in there. In the tutorial, at least as far as I got, I accidentally broke the tutorial. And there was no way to, like, just restart from a checkpoint, so I gave up. But from where I was in the tutorial, I'd done just sort of a basic logic gate. Which maybe I'll be able to come across and show you in this. So there is, like, some automation to be had later on. So yeah, so you just basically, in the beginning at least, you knock down trees, you haul them over to get, come on, hey, come on, there you go. Over to these kind of pad things here, and you sell them. So I made 200 bucks there. And then you also have stuff like this garage, which I'm actually just gonna buy one of these almost immediately, I think. Try to give it a Optimus Prime kind of flair to it. Oh no, we're going with that. That's even better. So it purchased over there. You can see where the money is. And we're gonna need some money for gas once we get over there. So before we go to get it, I just want to make a little bit more money. I know this because I played around in the sandbox a little bit. I recorded a video before this, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so we're doing it again. Alright, $200 and something. That's more than enough for gas. Is this I need a gas tank. I'm going to need a jerry can. And I know where I saw one before. I was trying to see if there was an easier place to get it. Doesn't look like it, so we're just gonna run across here to the place where the jerry can was. Although actually maybe I can show you the other bit first. Maybe this place, wasn't looking for a jerry can when I was here before. We'll see. Alright, so let me show you a little bit of the logic stuff. So you get things like this, which is some sort of like planer machine. I actually don't really know what this machine does. But I know you put wood in there and it does a thing. But you've got these generators, right? And so, where is that tool? There it is. It's your logic tool. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted. There we go. So now we can take like one of these outputs, attach it here, and then when we turn this guy on, it turns this machine on. So since I'm gonna show this, let's go grab let me get a tree to use for this. So I think this thing is kind of just in here as a proof of concept more than anything else. All right, let go. This is a problem that I've had, yeah, where the game doesn't want me to let go. Like I said, this is very much an early Kickstarter demo, so you know you gotta forgive its weird little quirks right now. All right, I think that might be good enough. Turn this guy on. Go. I've seen you work before. I need you to work now. There you go. So it strips the bark. Now, I don't know enough about logging to know what the point of that is, but that is a thing that it does. All right. We're just gonna leave that there. There is, however, no jerry can here, so we're gonna have to go over to the other place that I know of where there's a jerry can, which is, I believe, that marker over there. So yeah, so the over here, if I remember correctly, there's, in addition to the jerry can, there's some of the logic gates that exist, which are just currently, at least as far as I can tell, is just a doubler. Oh, okay, there's lights. Neat. Yeah, so there's these building elements that you can interact with, if I remember how to do it. Yeah. So now it's like, is it powered? Yes. Is it turned on? Is it powered? No. Is it turned on? Yes. And then it doubles the input. Input 1 becomes 2 inputs, kind of thing. It's just, you know, cool once you understand it and have ways of doing it, which is not something I'm actually particularly good at, but this is what I was over here for. I wonder if maybe wood that's been through that, like, planer machine, if it sells for more. I wonder if that's what the case is. I mean, that would kind of make sense, right? Because the people you sell the wood to are going to do that to it anyway. So if you do it for them, then that's something they don't have to do. I'm also kind of rushing the clock here because it's going to get dark, and I would prefer to do as much of this, show as much of this game as I can before it gets dark. Because the dark is surprisingly dark. Alright, so let's get some gas. We'll put it in our new truck. We'll drive around a little bit. There's currently some invisible walls, so you can't really like get across the river or anything. Alright, let's just put that on the back. Yeah, so like if we try and cross the bridge, there's, you know, there's stuff in the way. There's stuff in the way over here. So it's a little limited at the moment, but you know, it's a Kickstarter demo. What do you expect? Let's run down this road a little bit just to look. Haven't really been over this way that much. Much into the mountains, it looks like. That's where we were before. Let's go this way. Alright, as soon as we hit the wall over this direction, which I imagine won't be very long. We'll come back. So there's other machines like that guy right there that I think don't do anything yet, but will in the future. Oh, it goes further up this direction than I thought it did. Pine trees also sell for more, so... Oh, that's the wall right there. Right? Let's just try it one more time. Yeah, that's the wall. Alright, so since we're here, let's make some pine tree money. Open the side. I don't like this is rolling. Alright, seems to be fine. Let's grab this. For these much taller trees like this, you can't just grab on your own. It'll just be like, hey, that's too heavy. You can't do that. Then you gotta chop it into smaller bits. So that was probably too small of a bit. Alright, can I pick up this bit on the end here? Yes, okay, so everything below that is fine. So I'd also like it to be shorter than the car. Or the truck, so I can get it in there. Which it's not, so let's just drop it here real quick. There's probably a faster way to subdivide things, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, so that's why I'm just going into the radial menu and then throwing it back that way. Trying to see if I can get it in there from there, but I can't. Alright, so we'll do maybe one more tree, and then we'll take our tree wealth down to get sold, so I can show you that. Because you can sell it, you can literally sell it just straight out of the truck, which I thought was a nice touch. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to unload this whole thing. Alright. Let's do a small one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick up this whole thing or not. Let's find out. Yep, okay. I have to chop it in half though, because it's not gonna fit in the truck this way. Hey, there you go. Gotcha, alright. Boom. Grab. Put. Grab. Put. Close. Back in that old truck. So now, if we drive down here, I think we'll probably have to go all the way back to the one we were at before. I didn't see the option to sell wood anywhere else. Let's pull over here real quick and double check. You selling wood? The answer is no. Here, give me one of these guys. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. I'd take these with us for a second. So if you go that way, you pretty much run into another wall relatively soon. Get a little bit further out, but not too far, so I'm not going to bother with that. The sun's starting to go down, so let's try and get this done. What's that money out there? I don't feel like we were able to go there before. Check that in a second. So you pull this over here. Gotta get out, but then you can just, boom, there it all goes. All the wood's gone. 700 and something things, which is richer. So can I go this way? I see this money thing on the horizon. We couldn't drive the car out this way, but apparently I can walk this way. No. The marker we can't get to. Unless there were these properties here. I can't afford it anyways. There are properties here, but I couldn't actually figure out where they were when I did my first recording. So yeah, so there's other stuff. You know, you eventually move on. But I think this is a good, just basic overview. I would encourage you to go check out, if you're at all interested, go check out the crowdfunding stuff. There's more information there on where they're intending to go and the roadmap and all that kind of stuff. But I am, as always, the Cromulent Archer, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.